Okay, QUAD9s here. Going to start round one here in just a second. Here we go. So we wound up going Storm because I usually can't turn it down. A little weak that way, but ooh, okay. So we have a Signet, turn 2 Signet, so we have 3 mana available to us. So we have Toxic Deluge. We have time to draw other things, I guess. We're going second, and our opponents went to 6 cards, so we're gonna keep. It's not the best keep, but I've said it before, I'm really sketchy on Moto about mulliganing cards that have, some play to them. And he suspends Ancestral Vision. So this could be fun. Yeah, at least we drew a land. It's the wrong land. We're going to draw. Need to draw. I'd take running islands right now, so I can then click him. Always yield. Let's get this out of the way. Make the action a little bit bigger. There we go. Island, just on time. If he wants to counter our Signet, I'm not real happy about it, but that's okay. Wow. Island, called that one. So we're going to set up a stop on his draw step. F6 to it. See what we're working with here. He did miss a land drop last turn. It's worth pointing out. Okay, so he's 2 turns away from casting Dungeon Geist. Moat doesn't bother me. Deck Judgment doesn't bother me. Land Tax isn't great. Okay, Mulldrifter. He's 1 land away from Mulldrifter, which basically gets him back in it because he's going to draw cards with Ancestral Vision next turn. And then Mulldrifter is going to draw 2 cards off of it. Dungeon Geist is a thing. You can, of course, morph this for 3, but he can't, or he can cast it for 3 as a morph, but he can't, unmorph it or flip it until he has double white. So there's a couple lands away from that. I think the one you want to take here, Moat doesn't, like I said, Moat doesn't bother us from not attacking. We don't care about that. Dungeon Geist is a little bit more problematic. Of course, we can just Toxic Deluge. It's only a 3 drop, or 3 power, or 3 toughness. I'll get it right in a minute. I'm just going to take Mulldrifter here. So puts that on the bottom. Of course, you got to draw a card off of that, but if it's a land, it's a land. Looks like it's not. Oh, it was. So he just snapped gets the land. He's going to morph the Exalted Angel, is my guess. I think it looks like that's what he's going to do. It may have just been wrong. Might should have just let him have the Mulldrifter, but I mean, it's the only castable blue card. Bribery. Well, that changes things a bit. Him being tapped out and all. Now, normally you wait till after or post combat to cast your spell, but I know it's in his hand, and he's going to have the Ancestral go off next turn, so I want to make sure I get the best thing out right now. Big thing, he's got Day of Judgment, which he's a white source away from casting. He's going to draw 4 cards next turn. So we want to. Ooh, he's got the Trendane Nemesis. Well, I've got the Toxic Deluge to take care of that, if that's the case. Consecrated Sphinx. Ooh, nasty. Yes, we want the Sphinx. He's going to draw a billion cards, and we're going to get more. So that's a pretty sweet deck. He's got 2 Mox, one in Diamond. Mox Ruby, Mana Leak. So he does have Mana Leak. He's also got Treachery. Especially Absent Vindicate. Sweet, sweet Esper deck after my own heart, although he's only got the one swamp for Vindicate. That's a little greedy. Swamp Mock Stomach for that. Let's just take the Consecrated Sphinx here. And we're going to draw approximately 1 billion cards. And eventually just, we're going to draw a bunch of cards and probably storm off here in a turn or two. If he doesn't, for some reason, draw a, whoops, if for some reason he doesn't draw a plains off of all this, and doesn't get to Day of Judgment us, we're going to hit him for 7. So if he draws a plains, there's things they can do. Stack those triggers. Yep. 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 Oh, and for turn, so. Yep. So, gee, out of all that, you'd think I could have drawn the Thoughtseize. Or a counterspell of some sort. Mox Ruby. There's the land for the Day of Judgment. Here it comes. Yep, that's gone. So he's got 1 red mana, which means he can do diddly. And this is the turn we go off. Okay, so what do we want to do? How do we do this? Okay, so okay, we got turnabout as well, so that's good. I think we need the blue mana. And first thing I think I'm going to do is I'm going to preordain first. This one, Apocryphite Remand. Don't need either of these. Bottom, draw a land for us. Okay, that didn't work. We're compulsive eventually, so we just wanted to try that. Okay. Okay. Gonna cast Basalt Monolith. Is that right? Three, so that's 2 spells. Okay, that's 3. Untap lands. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be alright. Make sure I do this right. Definitely don't want to mess this up. Okay, we got 6 mana. We can go compulsive into Yogg-Will. No, that'd be bad. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Okay, 6 mana, that's not exactly good. Try to make sure we can do this. I can cast the Prism for 2, basically for free. I think I want to do that. They have already screwed this up. That's why Storm is so hard. So many lines. Yeah, we're definitely going to brain freeze, so Okay, so I've got 2 there. That the storm count for me? Storm count 4. Okay. Since it does 3, we need to get to at least 7. It's 4. Yeah, I'm 1 mana short of being able to actually Yogg Will Turnabout, so that's sad. Am I? It's 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 1 short. I could Yogg Will Preordain, Brain Freeze. Is that? I guess that does it. Could just Compulsive. I'm gonna discard. Hit OK. Okay, just in case this doesn't go off right, what do we want to get rid of? Doesn't really matter. I guess Dungeon Geist. Yeah, just get rid of that. I think that's it. And that's not in a. Yeah, actually, I probably should have just compulsived him. He's down to 5 cards, so not the best. I still got a Yogg Will, so I can just do it all over next turn. Not a big deal. There's that. So he's got 4 cards. Milled most of it. So pretty much just go Yogg Will into Brain Freeze. I guess I overthought that. We saw his whole deck a while ago, so he might have Jace. He's got a Mirror Angel. So Jace is one of his last cards. There you go. Got rid of his Mana Leak. So yeah, pretty much the game there. Yeah, if you want a land tax now. Okay. We done here? I think we're done here. Probably wasting. I'm wasting time here. That was not. It wasn't smart. Okay, there you go. Okay. Well, like I said, that took a little longer than it should have. But, we only got 1 more game. And the good thing about the Storm deck is if you don't go off, you can concede pretty fast. Okay, based on what he had, I don't know. I think we're actually set up pretty well against him. He only had the 1 Mana Leak. He does have some very strong cards. He's got a lot of removal, but we don't have a lot of creatures, so I'm okay with that. The Abyss doesn't really do anything. He had some creatures, but we're just going to keep what we got. Yeah, I did waste a little time in the tank there, not thinking that since I had Yawgmoth's Will, I could just brain freeze for just some small amount, and then just Yawg will do it again the next turn. As long as I could thought seize beforehand to make sure he didn't have his mana leak or whatever his any other counters he had. But like I said, we saw his whole library. That's one good thing about bribery. Even if you don't get a target, you get to see everything going on in their deck, which is pretty strong. Yeah. Pause this while he's waiting to submit. Okay, QUAD9s back. He finally decided to keep. He's mulligan to 6 again. We've got a fairly great opener. We go Beer Blossom or Mana Drain turn 2, then Tangle Wire. Y'all will just randomly. So yeah, we're definitely keeping this. Okay, then kept his 6. There's turn 1 land tax, turn 1 Mox Ruby, which he has no cards that I saw to cast for that. So, Scroll Rack, that's good. Good stuff for you. Just going to slam the Hallowed Fountain tapped. And got the brain freeze. Alright. Nope. Wow, he's Scroll Racking early. Okay, if he plays an island here, I'll think about him having mana leak, but not real worried about it. Okay, and he missed a land drop. That is very important to notice. Yeah, we're just going to slam our Bitter Blossom here and kind of make him react to that. Now, granted, it's going to lose some life for us. But we're going to be pinging away at him. Okay, he's Enlightened Tutor. Okay. Let's get to see what he gets. Hopefully he can't cast it right away. He's probably just going to get land tax. That makes all the sense in the world. Which is okay, because it thins his deck. So he can just like a brain freeze, you're dead. Okay, so it goes land tax. So once again, he can't really do anything. Pretty sure I just want to go Tangle Wire. Pass. Yeah, that probably does it. No, he's still got another land, but he has no blue. Going to auto yield to that. Make a dude lose a life. Fine, fine. Do we Misty for just to thin the deck a little bit? Yeah, I think we do. Just thin the deck some. And we don't care about his, like, we don't care about his land tax. It just doesn't really affect us because, the less cards he has, the easier it's to get our brain freeze going. I'm going to Tangle Wire here. So he's not able to cast anything next turn. So we don't have to worry about mana drain for at least another 2 turns. And just ship it back. That's a good thing about F8. When you're done, it knows you're done. It just ships it back to them. He scroll racks here. He probably should scroll rack. So tap all the things. All the things you can tap. All these. They're all tapped. You should probably scroll rack it, in response to the trigger. Just saying. Yeah, that's on you, bro. So yeah, he should scroll rack in response, tapping any of these, and then scroll rack, and then he just still taps whatever's left. He's going to get lands out of it. Of course, he's only got 2 cards in hand. What are you doing? I don't know. Like I don't use scroll rack that much. I have a hard time. Especially from recording, I time out a lot because of lag and just stuff like that. My processor should be upgraded soon, hopefully. But stuff like scroll rack, Sensei's Divining Top, just very good effects, but a little bit overrated in Cube, and on Moto, timing out is a very real possibility if you have like a control deck or like a storm deck like mine. If you're aggro, great, use these things. A couple 30 seconds here and there doesn't affect you. Okay. Okay, so we'll stack that one first. And then that one. So we're going to get we want to get our fairy first, because we're going to tap the one that has summoning sickness, which is this one. Yep, make sure. So I'll have to tap 3 things. This, and let's see what I want to tap here. I guess I'll tap the island. Okie dokie. Okay, land. We want to have mana drain available, so we still want to kind of advance our board. So we're going to go. Should we really play the Pentad Prism? We'll play something. Sunburst 2. So we can use the mana drain if we have to, but we're not really going to have to much. He's got to tap 3 things again. So there's that. And that damage really isn't doing much at all. But so this time he taps 3. And like I said, next time it's not being symmetrical. We're essentially going to only tap 1 thing. So I'm going to take it down to 2 counters, tap Tangle Wire, and the other thing is going to be the fairy token that is summoning 6. So next turn we don't have to tap anything relevant at all. We can also tap the Pentad Prism for that matter, because you don't have to tap it to remove anything, so it just sits there. This is just the best Tangle Wire I can think of. Now, once again, he's going to get the land tax again, which, yay, you take more cards out of your deck, buddy. You still only have, I think, the 1 counter spell in his whole deck. And, oh, he is leaving up blue mana. That's something to notice. He is not tapping Scroll Rack. We know he has at least 1 other island and a swamp in hand out of the 5 cards. Now he's getting a Plains Island. He does remember that we brain freezed him out last time. I'm kind of curious whether or not he had Eldrazi or something like that in the sideboard and brought it in. It's not the worst idea. I really just want to draw a card draw spell. If I draw Compulsive Research, I'm going to be so happy because then I get to discard stuff, like to bring back with Yogwell later. Okay, that one, there we go. Oh, we got tendrils and not enough black sources, I think. Okay. I'm going to solve that in just a second. I'm going to attack. So now I have 2 ways of beating him. We just need mana and maybe draw a card. once again, we really just want to leave, be able to leave mana drain open. Scroll right, great. Gotta have 6. There's nothing he can do against speed with 1 mana, so. Our time situation is not near as bad. He's catching up with us. He's still 4 minutes ahead, or 3 minutes ahead. But we've got 11, 12 minutes. And this game's, it's not over. But he's down to 24 cards, and we have Brain Freeze, Yogg Will, Tendrils, Mana Drain. I actually want him to cast something. He's going to tap 2 things, so he can tap down Scroll Rack and probably Mox Ruby, since he can't use it for colored mana. He's going to tap those 2 things down. We have 5 mana available, so hopefully it goes for something for 5 mana. We'll mana drain it. Then we can pretty much just go off with any card we draw into Brain Freeze, play that card again. Brain Freeze, Yogg Will, play that card again, Brain Freeze again. So that should get there. Anytime you can flash back Brain Freeze, it usually wins. I must say, I'm actually, this game's not over by far, but I'm a little excited. I don't usually get these Storm deck together quite this well, and surely do not pilot it. He left his Scroll Rack open. I mean, I don't say it's that important. He's got all these cards in hand, and he tapped down 2 mana sources. And he just got the Scroll Rack, so either he has nothing in hand he needs, and I know he's got like 4 lands, unless he's been putting them back. He should, hopefully he's been putting them back. I mean, you don't need that many lands in your hand, like, ever. He's just not casting anything. And another fairy. Tap Tangwar, okay. And another land. He's got 5, so if he's got 5, we can have 5. And currently, we're just gonna, I mean, I'm basically just gonna make him make a move, because I've got the mana drain. And we're winning the race. So next turn we'll hit him for 4 while only taking 1. If he tries to Day of Judgment, I'll probably mana drain it. I don't know. I mean, I guess if he's got Mana Leak, Day of Judgment, he could do something there. So he'll have a full 7 mana this coming up turn. So he can cast a 4 or 5 drop with Mana Leak backup. Of course, I can mana drain and pay for Mana Leak, so I'm not really worried about that. If Mana Leak's his only counter, he's going to be pretty stuck. Sorry, this isn't the most exciting game. He's Scroll Racking and I'm just passing it back. So, of course, I do like drafting the decks where you just go like turn 2 channel and we're cool. They're fast. They're just not very fun. Well, they're fun because you win, but there's not a whole lot of thought into it. You know, if you draw the channel and you have the big fatty, you just cast it and go. Eureka games are interesting. Like I said, I don't usually play the Eureka. I like having answers in my deck if they want to do it, and I've got them in hand. I can kind of, okay, that's not going to do much for you. And that's an Exalted Angel, like 99% there. I didn't see any other morphs when we looked at his deck, so that costs 2 white and 2 to flip. But the life gain is a little troublesome, so I guess we play Island. He's got 6 lands. We can have 6 lands. Gosh, we're not drawing any action. The question is, can I get there? Just going Tendrils, Brain Freeze. Oh, well, I guess he does have Mana Leak available to him. Could go Brain Freeze. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. 9 mana, 9 mana. I don't believe I have enough. Because honestly, I want to Tendrils him out, but because he's at 10. So even if he flips the Exalted Angel this turn and gains 4 life, so he goes back up to 14, but I still have my team of fairies to beat down. So that's like a wash. So he's just going to straight flip it right off the bat. Why would you just... Is he casting something, or... I'm very confused. Nope. Nope. Not happening. No, sir, but thanks for the mana. So that's 2 spells this turn. If he doesn't try and cast anything else, I'm not even going to block. He can't flip it, so I'll just take 2. He used, I think he tapped incorrectly. If he'd have left 2 wide open, actually he still couldn't flip it. Didn't have enough mana. It cost 4 mana to flip. So we got most of his good stuff. He had a daze too. Okay, I forgot about the daze. So we got Jace, Daze, Mulder for, oh yeah, Treachery. Got all of his good stuff. Would love to draw, like, I don't know, Thoughtseize. Click. Yeah, that works too. Okay, so 5 mana. Okay, first thing first, I'm gonna check it out. See what's what. Click you. Mana Linkets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 1 blue mana left. So does it matter? Nope. Sure. Look, see what's up. So that's 2 spells. I've got 5 power. This game's over. Sword. Yeah, no. Okay, now you can keep all the cards. Congrats. Yeah, I don't care about the 1 mana. Well, that's 2 spells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got 7 mana. We're good. Just add one, just for be sure. Not really worried about the 20 seconds. So we got to kill once with Brain Freeze and once with Tendrils. Yay, Storm for the win. So really glad I got to do that. That was fun times for me. I didn't draw. Considering I didn't draw anything that game. Like Vanilla Click was really good to draw. That was pretty easy considering I didn't draw much. Of course, he didn't do anything. He spent his time scroll racking and I don't know, holding up Mana Leak that wasn't worth anything. So anyway, on to round 2.